Howdy, folks, it's Diecastbuffet here again, and besides listening to Nirvana concerts from 25 years ago, it's time to do a diecast review. Now, I'd love to play some really good music for y'all, folks. I'd love to be able to play some Come As You Are, In Bloom, Smells Like Teen Spirit, all that good stuff, or actually, no. Let me tell you what, folks. I would love to play songs like About a Girl or, some really good sleepers, like that. But what this video is going to be about is not about me blabbering about Nirvana. It's actually going to be about this. Yes, folks. My 2018 Chase Elliott Watkins Glen Race Win diecast. And my goodness, this is the first 124 scale car we'll be reviewing on the channel, and it's been a very long time since I've actually gotten a 124, and it was only 1 year ago. But yeah, this thing, I have been dying to review this thing. I have been absolutely dying to review it. So it is just the normal standard finish. Your normal standard finish. Very, very cool car to see this thing, win live on TV. It's pretty cool to actually get the die cast of it. And like I said, just standard finish, brand new, and it is one of 2,800 of these. One of 2,800. As you can see, let's see, there we go. So at the top of your screen, you'll see the one of 2,845 of these Chase Elliott Watkins Glen race winning diecast. Now, this is not the elite scale or anything. This is just your normal 124 scale car. I don't like the special finishes, chrome or any of that mess. I don't want none of that. I just want a normal diecast. And my goodness, so this one's perfect, folks. This is what I've been wanting all year long, guys. Like, I've been literally, when the checkered flag dropped at Watkins Glen, I wanted this diecast, but I was kind of on the fence to order it. I was on the fence, and somehow, someway, the opportunity to purchase it came about. Absolutely, the most popular, most wanted diecast of the entire was Chase Elliott's Watkins Glen win. I mean, the 164 is selling like crazy. The 124 selling like crazy. So if you want this diecast, you better go get it, folks, because it is not going to last around. If there's still some on the market right now, you need to get it. You need to get it because a lot of people are going to gobble these things up, and you don't want to be paying $100 for a $55 car, because people will resell it, and they will do that because they know they can make a buck off some desperate Chase Elliott fans that don't have this beauty in their collection. I should have pre-ordered it. I'm not much of a pre-ordering guy, considering, you just don't know, I like to be able to actually look at the car and see how it looks before I make a purchase, because with Lionel, they're so inconsistent with their quality of their cars. But enough jibber jabber. Let's get this thing out of the box, folks. So, first things first, we have to actually open it. There we go. Oh my goodness, folks. This is exciting times. This is something I truly wanted. Alright, let's see. If I can get it out of the package without knocking my camera over, that'll be great. Look at that. Oh my goodness, folks. Look at this. What? Oh my god. Look at this car, folks. Holy cow, man. Holy cow. Ain't this a beaut? SunEnergy1, Chase Elliott, Watkins Glen race win diecast. And oh my god, this car is beautiful, man. Beautiful diecast, man. Beautiful diecast. Oh my goodness, this car is just so cool looking. So, the car, the paintwork, it looks good. It looks pretty good. It's so smooth compared to the 164. This thing is so smooth. The car is just so smooth, folks. So smooth. I love that. I love the finish on it. So, this thing actually has the... oh, that is so cool. They actually have the mesh net. I didn't know they did any of this stuff. I'll be dead honest. I only have one Gen 6, 124 scale car. And that one Gen 6, 124 scale car is the Dale Jr. Last Ride. I got it last Christmas. I didn't open it because I'm going to keep it in the box. But I didn't know they did all this. I did not know they had the actual mesh net. That is so cool. I did not know they did that. The wheels, they feel like a different rubber compound than they've done in the past, which I really appreciate that. So much little details on this thing, man. And the number on it. Let's see. To be honest, I don't really know how to read the what they call the DIN number, the DIN. I don't know. I'm guessing it's that one on the far right that says 01636. I think that's the DIN number. I don't know. Let's see, the roof flaps. Let's see, they do open. So we got one of them to open there. I kind of had to turn the car upside down. So you do have functioning roof flaps. Oh, dang it, it already went down again. And then you have this one back here. But as you can see, it does come open like that. So you have functioning roof flaps. Man, again, I cannot say enough how smooth this car feels. And I don't want to touch the car because, you know, the oils and stuff. But let me tell you, folks, I cannot tell you how smooth this car is. I have never had a diecast this smooth, ever. And it's not some special finish. This is the normal thing. I don't know. Is this what they do with all their diecasts? Because, man, this thing feels so smooth. Beautiful. Now, I'm noticing a weird kind of sticker here on the windshield. It's supposed to be the wipers. Personally, I think that looks goofy. I wish I could take it off because it looks very poor because you can see the outline. If you didn't see the outline, it would probably be pretty cool. But seeing that, I don't know. That just kind of bugs me a little bit, folks. It looks like a cheap sticker. Let's see. I really don't think there's any way to really get that off safely, unfortunately. So we'll probably leave that on. My goodness. Let's see. How do you get the hood open? I should tell you what. Let's try to get this thing off the base real quick, folks. Let's try to get this thing off the base. Okay, folks. So after a little bit of time spent trying to figure it out, it just has two simple screws on it. I thought it had some clip or something yet a bit. I didn't realize it was just two simple screws. That's a nice addition. But now that we've got this thing finally off of the base, man, it makes my day to be able to have this car. I mean, I cannot express how cool it is to get this diecast. I've wanted this diecast, oh my goodness, all year long, but all of them were pre-orders. I didn't want to pre-order, and they finally started getting them in, I think late November. I think the racetrack starting to get them, the Lionel store, but for it to be available, you know, worldwide online, it didn't really happen until about December, so it took a while. But man, did they do a great job capturing this paint scheme. And let me tell you, folks, this car so far, it just looks so good. It just looks so good. The little bit of a hiccup, I would say, but it's such a minor one, is you can see the gas insert right here. You can see the gas insert on the right corner panel there, and the American Ethanol logo's here, and it's flat. Of course, this is the only racetrack winning diecast that requires that, so there'd be no sense for them to invest money to make one diecast for this. It just wouldn't make sense. So I absolutely completely understand, and I would do the same thing. So to most, that's going to really blow them. But to me, I look at it this way. I'd rather have them cut that part out than cut something like paintwork or decal quality out. You know, they could have made it where the rims were cheap and look a whole lot more cheaper. You know, they could have made this, they could have took this out to make it, made it completely plastic. They could have just went with a completely gray interior, no black, nothing in there. But no, I mean, there's so many cool things. I mean, even the windows popped out, guys. That's so cool. The windows actually popped out. It's so cool. Just so much detail they put into this car, man. Like, I can't believe how good of a job they did. And they even got a little bit of a damage, kind of a scrape back here. Let's see if we can kind of get a good look at that, folks. Let's see. You can see a little bit of some scraping. So, I mean, it's something, you know, that was going on the racetrack. But for the most part, this car really doesn't have any damage. It's pretty much just your stock paint scheme. So if you're really wanting a die cast of this car that it's not a race win, but more or less just his SunEnergy1 paint scheme without the goofy chase crap on it, the banners and stuff, the playoff stuff, get this car, because it does have everything that you're wanting with just a few minor details. I mean, like down here you'll see like the tape and a few scrapes, and then the little rivets and stuff. You know, just minor little things. Very minor little things. Underneath the die cast, oh my goodness, this thing is just beautiful. I don't believe that, yeah, the trunks don't open on these. I don't think, yeah, the trunk don't open. But underneath, you got detail exhaust. Look at that. You can actually see the transmission, the gearbox. Drive shaft goes back here to the rear end housing, but you actually see the arms. That is so cool. The front wheels actually turn. Oh my goodness, man, that looks so cool. Yeah, that reminds me of the what is it? The stock images or the images for the paint schemes on the NASCAR 2011 and 2012 game, the inside line. That's what that pose reminds me of, folks. Okay, so I really want to get this hood open. I want to see how this works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get something that's not sharp and try to cram it open. I need something that's kind of like smooth. What would work? What would work, folks? Tell me. What about the end of this pin? It's nothing too sharp. Let's see, would that work? Oh, whoa, do we have a winner? Do we have a winner, folks? Look at that. We have a winner. A little pin goes a long way. So the hood doesn't open up a whole bunch, but it does open. And already I do see a little bit of damage. Let's see. I don't think that was caused by the pin, I don't think. The hood does open. You do see a very detailed engine down there. It's a shame they couldn't get the hood to open up any more than it already is, because there is a lot of detail that you can't even really see. I can't even get a good lighting in it, but for the most part, I can see a detailed carburetor. I can see the headers painted. I can see the air duct hoses painted a different color. I believe that's the ignition coil, I think, or filter. You can see some pretty cool stuff in here. And then, of course, your actual chassis is just your standard gray. That's still really cool. That is really cool, folks. And I love seeing, you know, the open fender wells, seeing the tires and stuff. It's really cool stuff. You got your alternator in there. You got pretty much everything that you would see. But now that's a shame. Now it's got a scrape. That sucks. Okay, so being worried, I did go back and review the footage, and this actually was there. I did not notice that, but that actually was there earlier, and it was not caused by me pushing and open the hood, which was crazy because it was on the same exact side where I pushed the pin in. But I checked when I first got it out of the box on the video. It actually shows that is there. So I pushed the pin in on this side, which ironically is the same exact side. I guess it's just a weird coincidence. I was worried there. I thought I damaged it. Nah, but man, I mean, this car is it is a sweet die cast. Is it worth it, folks? Is it worth it? As a NASCAR die-cast enthusiast, as a NASCAR enthusiast, as a collector, as someone who invests a lot of time into this sport, I believe yes. I think if you are a Chase Elliott fan, if you're a Hendrick Motorsports fan, and if you're just a fan of the young guns, man, if you want a special piece in your collection, that years from now, you will be able to look back and say, man, I actually have his first win. This is the car to get, folks. This is the car to get. I mean, could you imagine this? Having, like, Chase Elliott's first win. Then having, like, Eric Jones's first win at Daytona, his July Daytona car. And then having, like, Ryan Blaney's Wood Brothers car that he won at Pocono with. I mean, could you imagine that? Having, like, the three, you know, young guns having their first 3 wins like that? That'd be cool, you know? Because they kind of came in, like, the same class. Like, Larson and Dillon came in the same class. I think you could possibly throw Stenhouse in there, even though I think he's completely overrated. But if you want to collect, like, a rookie class, or, like, they didn't all come in at the exact same time, but if you want, like, a small era of young gun drivers, get Chase Elliott's Watkins Glen car, get Eric Jones's Daytona car, and get Ryan Blaney's Pocono car, and that is all 3 of their first Cup wins. Super cool. I mean, look at this, folks. The fire extinguishers are actually detailed. It's so cool how they actually implemented this stuff. I am just blown away with how cool this car looks, and the finish on it is so smooth. So smooth. Quality on this car. If I had to put a price on, or a estimate score on quality for this 124, I would say the quality of it is 8 to 9. I'd say it's 8.5 to 9. I think that's where I'm shooting for. I would probably say 8.6, because that right there is a manufacturer flaw. It's not because of shipping. That's not because of me, because that was there right after I took it out of the box. It was there, so that was there when it was shipped to me. So that's a Lionel issue. That is not my issue. I would probably give it, without that, I'd probably give it a 9.1, because I don't see any issues. Like, you look at the 164 equivalent of these race cars, and you got decals like this smudge, you got crinkles in the front quarter panels. I mean, you got so many stupid things they allow to be on these die-casts. But with this, I mean, it's just, the finish on this thing, guys, is so smooth. I'm telling you, it's such a beautiful die-cast. I mean, the paint, it feels good, it looks good. I mean, they even got detail on the wheels. Like, you actually see the markings. You actually see, I think it looks like almost tape there. I don't know how they have tape on that. I don't even know. Unless they put new tires on it or something. I don't know. But nonetheless, this is a die-cast to get, folks. This is the die-cast to get. I mean, you just can't get better than this car. I'm just saying, you just can't. This is the car of 2018 to get, in my opinion. This guy, he's going to be a superstar in NASCAR. He's already got 3 wins. He's a Xfinity Series champion. Keep in mind, in his rookie season, ever since he went in the Cup, he should have won probably, I'd say, 5 to 6 races before he got in the 9 car. I remember watching him at Michigan, at Chicago, Charlotte, Auto Club, even the Daytona and Talladega races. This guy was up front in that 24 Napa car. I remember watching at Charlotte, it was a chase race. I think it was 2016, and he was dominating. He was dominating, and somehow, some way, Martin Truex Jr. has a god-awful restart and just takes him out. I don't know how it happened exactly, but I remember watching. I was pretty mad about it, but he got taken out, and then his restart issues. Larson wouldn't have won all those Michigan races if Chase Elliott was half decent at restarts. I remember when he got, I think it was like 5th place at Auto Club. You know, he was running good all day long there. The Daytona 500, he ran out of fuel. If a caution comes out and something like that, he's right up there in the mix. I mean, this guy qualified on like 2 or 3 Daytona 500 poles. He qualified on pole at Talladega and stuff. I mean, this guy, he could easily have 8 wins right now. Easily. But I personally think that the 24 car was just not his car. And if you really think about it, this was the number he won the Xfinity Series Championship with. This is the number he won all those Xfinity races with, the Nationwide Series. Goes in the Cup, has a lot of success in qualifying and consistent finishes, but he just never could get to victory lane. Everything seemed to happen. I remember Martinsville last year, Dover last year. Guess what? He goes back and wins Dover this year. I mean, this guy is just, he could easily have 8 or 9 race wins, in my opinion, of how good he has been. I'm so happy that he got 3 wins this year. And I remember watching this race, and I was cheering and hooting and hollering. I'm so glad I got to watch that race at Watkins Glen, because that's the last track I would expect a guy like him to get his first win, because he's not a one-and-done type of driver. You know, if it's like a Allmendinger or something like that, that's understandable, because they're just a field filler. But Chase Elliott has real talent. He's not just running on a reputation his father built. No, he's actually the real deal, and I personally see a lot of Jeff Gordon in him. I don't think he's going to be the next Jeff Gordon, but I think he's going to be definitely the next Dale Jr. in terms of fans. Overall, in conclusion, this car, I would say, is I'd give it like an 8.8 overall quality, because it is a very, very small chip. Everything else seems to be in pretty good shape. The car itself is just, it is so beautiful. The paint scheme at first, I'll admit, I did not like them changing the SunEnergy1 paint scheme from their traditional, kind of like a solar purple and orange, to like this just flat blue with like a solar ray in the front of the car. I wasn't a big fan of it. But now holding this diecast, you know, having it in my hands, I realize how good this car actually looks. Because the blue is not just a blue, it's like it's a certain blue that you really do need to see in the sun. It's such a beautiful car. I finally realized that, and for him to win it, it's just so cool. It really is. I'm just so ecstatic to get this car. But this car makes you want to get more 124s. That's the thing. Lionel did their job with this, though. They make a car that has this good quality, that has everything, and it makes me want to get more 124s. It's just super cool, man. Super, super freaking cool. And I forgot, there's actually some stuff in the box as well that I didn't pull out. Let's see, what else do we have here? Build your own virtual garage. Got a, let's see what this is. Chase Elliott Go Bowling at the Glen winner, Watkins Glen, New York, August 5th, 2018. Time of race, 2 hours, 13 minutes, 44 seconds. He started 3rd that day. That's pretty good. Truex was the top cat that whole day long, but he had some issues, and Chase Elliott came in. It was 90 laps, 4 cautions for 11 laps, 5 lead changes. 52 laps led by Chase Elliott, so he dominated in terms of statistics. Margin of victory, 7.56 seconds. He had a pretty good lead. That was his first NASCAR Cup Series win. Elliott battles it out for first career win. Chase Elliott drove the race of his life at Watkins Glen International August 5th, 2018 to clinch his first career win in NASCAR's Top Series. After winning the second stage of the Gold Bowling at the Glen, the Hendrick Motorsports driver held off reigning series champion in a road course battle for the ages, putting the number 9 SunEnergy1 Blue Chevrolet Camaro ZA1 in victory lane. The win, coming on the occasion of his 9-9 start, also guaranteed Elliott a spot in the 2018 series playoffs. It was also the 250th victory for Hendrick Motorsports. And with that, I believe that's it, folks. Just kidding, we have one more thing. Aha! The race win sticker. That's pretty cool right there. That I like that. The race win sticker. See, I could see myself using that, like making a collection or something of the race win stickers, of how many, just get a bunch of them, for each one of Chase wins. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I like how they threw in the Chase sticker. Is there anything else in this box? Is there anything else? No? Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So, that concludes this review. Absolutely just super blessed to get this car. And to get it at a very, I think, very affordable price. You know, wasn't upcharged too much or nothing like that. I don't think it was upcharged at all, honestly. And to get it before Christmas. I mean, this thing was supposed to come in the 28th or 29th of December. It came in the 24th. I ordered it like a day or two before that, and it came in. So somehow, someway, they expedited it through all the holiday mess, and I was able to get this underneath the tree before Christmas. My goodness, folks. This has been a very fun review, and honestly, one of my favorite ones, if not my favorite one to do. This is my first 124 review. Now, these things are pretty expensive. I don't plan on buying a whole bunch of them, but as a Chase Elliott fan, I would love to get more of these in 2019. I don't think I'm not gonna get the Mountain Dew one or the normal Napa one for his race win ones. I don't, you know, maybe in the future when the prices are a bit low, but I don't feel like shelling out a bunch of cash for those. I wanted to get his first win one and possibly get, you know, maybe a 2019 one. I don't know. We'll see. This car, though, will be going on top of my desk above my gaming setup. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and watch that. It kind of shows like what my gaming setup looks like. But this car will go above there. If you liked the video, please leave a like below. And if you want to see more content from Diecastbuffet, smash that subscribe button. We post a lot of cool NASCAR, diecast stuff, gameplay videos, whatever, vlogs. Diecastbuffet has it all. It is a buffet, alright. And I hope you're having a great one. Thank you all so much for watching again. And Diecastbuffet, signing off.